don't come in here. God help you if you should go in this room.
This time on Unexplained Mysteries, America's Most Haunted.
It's like I scream, please, somebody notice that I'm here.
And I actually thought, I was like, haha, I'm all alone, maybe I'll see a ghost.
Unsolved murders, unsolved questions, unpunished perpetrators of horrible deeds.
We'll explore the unexplained phenomenon of hauntings. Eyewitnesses have experienced them all across America, from California to Colorado to Florida. With our case studies, you'll hear the true stories of people whose lives have been altered forever.
The feelings I've been having must be very similar to the feelings that someone has just before they're going to die.
The expert who explores every scientific possibility.
These are chemicals which can create a hallucinogenic effect on the people.
And the psychic who uncovered a mystery.
He said, I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him, and he's angry. Don't be angry at me.
You'll visit the rustic lodge with a history of murder.
Something is there, and you can feel it. You're repelled by it.
The Indian reservation with a bloody past.
There's like a school of the children of the dead.
The Chicago nightclub and its connection to two tragic disasters.
I smelled the most horrible stench of death. I truly believe there's something going on here. What it is, I don't know.
And the country music bar known as Hell's Gate.
Her head was given as a blood sacrifice to the devil.
There's a psychic image of a lot of blood in this room. A lot of blood.
When I looked back up, the voice was screaming, get out, get out.
And we'll give you our final analysis in our Unex report as we uncover the truth about ghosts on Unexplained Mysteries, America's Most Haunted. Every town has one, whether it's a dilapidated mansion, an abandoned factory, or even a secluded mountain hideaway. There's someplace no one goes at night. They are places of death, of tragedy, and of sorrow. They are America's Most Haunted. It is a picture postcard retreat that has hosted some of the most famous luminaries of the 20th century. And then there are the guests who never left.
It's impossible to live there and not feel it. It's going on all around you.
I believe there's something.
It attacks people who seem to be the most vulnerable.
I do believe in ghosts. I never had before, but I do now.
Bill Gilbert owns the Brookdale Lodge. It is located in Northern California. But for those who live here and work here, this is not a restful place.
I was cleaning the tables, and when I looked up, I saw this little girl. Her face, her image was on the other side of the window, and couldn't see any of her body except for the top part of her.
One of the most unique attractions of the lodge is a brook that runs through the center of the building. But it too has a dark history.
In 1955, a terrible flood raced through the lodge, and then the following year, just as they were getting back on their feet, the famous dining room burned down.
Jennifer is Bill Gilbert's daughter. She lives at the lodge and has felt the power of the Brook Room.
I walked into the Brook Room, that's where the river runs through the restaurant, and the second I walked into the room, a hot sensation came over my lips.
Christopher Chacon and his team of paranormal investigators are here to rule out any natural causes. He examines the water running through the building. Maybe it holds some hidden clue.
We look for radon in the air, toxic or hazardous chemicals, and these are chemicals which can create a hallucinogenic effect on the people and make them imagine that they're having experiences.
Jennifer and her sister Kim are not so quick to dismiss the things that they have experienced.
I live right in the lodge, and there's been the doors broken off of the hinges. There's been planks torn off the walls.
It was from the inside, and it was like the tearing off of something supernatural.
Psychic Sylvia Brown is here to find answers. She is drawn to the famous Brook Room. A crime plays out in front of her.
All of a sudden, from the side comes a dark woman with a big braid. The child spins around, and the woman seems like she's pushing.
Sylvia's revelation casts new light on a known piece of Brookdale history.
One of the tragedies of that era was when the niece of the lodge owner drowned in the famous brook.
Maybe this drowning wasn't an accident. Could this unpunished crime explain what is happening here? Christopher Chacon has ruled out any natural explanation and is left with only one conclusion.
The experiences people are having here are very real, and that they are perhaps in some way a ghost or a residue haunting taking place.
The area itself, and especially the lodge, is a very beautiful place, but there is an evil presence there.
Georgetown, Colorado. Outside Denver, along the Westward Trail, settlers came here to mine silver and stake out a future for themselves. 100 years later, and the town looks the same. The silver is gone, but the buildings remain, along with the spirits of the pioneers who died here. Bill Petland and Becky Richardson moved here to escape city life. They fell in love with Georgetown's easygoing atmosphere and gentle pace. They bought a historic building and opened up the Full Circle Cafe. Right away, the couple noticed that something was wrong.
Little subtle things started happening, just noises and just some things rattling and things like that.
We turn the TV off, it's on. So we turn the lights off, they're on.
Anything that had to do with water was breaking down. Ice machines, sinks, toilets, pipes under the ground.
I mean, it happened night after night after night after night.
These little annoyances were frustrating, but they quickly became a part of the routine. It was all just a part of the Georgetown experience. Then, the incidents became more violent.
I was by myself, and something came up from behind me and grabbed the bar stool and turned me around, just like you would just turn around real fast, or something in your chair.
Someone or something was still here, and Bill and Becky wanted to know what it was. They contacted psychic Peter James, hoping he could provide some answers.
My preliminary sense of what is within the structure, not necessarily here as we speak, is a male entity, and I pick up the name of Edward. And I'm Edward B, is all I get so far. His last name has 2 syllables, boom, boom. And it sounds like ridge or bridge.
In 1867, Edward Bainbridge and John Martin were playing poker at Nichols Saloon, now the Full Circle Cafe. When Bainbridge lost the hand, he drew his revolver and shot Martin in the face.
And he said James was an SOB, and he made me angry. But there's something around his neck. And he also talks about being around some rocks. I don't know what that means, but he's around some rocks.
An angry crowd dragged Bainbridge to a place known as the Point of Rocks and hanged him.
And he said, I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him, and he's angry. Don't be angry at me.
When the mob returned to Georgetown, they discovered that Martin didn't die. Bainbridge hadn't killed anyone.
What I get is the reason why he's here is because he wants us to know that he was accused of something that either didn't happen or he didn't do it. And until that's made public, he's not going to rest.
Next up, more of America's Most Haunted. The Native American Reservation with a history soaked in blood.
When I left the land, I was at the point of tears.
I can't say what it is, but there's definitely something in the basement.
2 disasters tied to a Gothic nightclub in downtown Chicago.
Haha, I'm all alone, maybe I'll see a ghost.
I smelled the most horrible stench of just death. I truly believe there is something going on here. What it is, I don't know.
Mud Alley, America's most haunted highway.
I was so scared I just kept trying to get as fast as I could to get out of there.
And the country western bar that stands at the gateway to hell.
Satanic worshipers went there at night to worship and praise the devil.
And when I looked back up, the voice was screaming, get out, get out.
A psychic image of a lot of blood in this room. A lot of blood.
And we'll give you the ultimate update with our Onyx report. Stay tuned for more on Unexplained Mysteries.
You won't remember me, will you?
One job.
Good luck, Mr. Jennings.
One paycheck.
You're rich beyond your wildest dreams.
One problem.
Oh, it's for your memory wipe.
This is a matter of national security. Tell us everything that you did. You wiped my memory.
Hale, Ben Affleck, Aaron Eckhart, Uma Thurman.
Don't you believe in second chances?
In a new film by John Woo. Paycheck, rated PG-13. Starts Christmas Day everywhere.
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Look at that. Oxy Booster got out iodine, ketchup, and nothing else. Tide with bleach got out everything.
Yes, I can.
Back to your spot. Ooh, my back.
What should you take for back pain? Truth is, Advil contains the ingredient doctors recommend most for back pain. Talk to your doctor. For back pain relief, advance to Advil Relief.
Hey, if you want advanced makeup, you can just advance on out of that department store.
No!
CoverGirl Aqua Smooth has an advanced formula that makes your complexion look better every time.
Beautiful.
That's my Aqua Smooth.
Really beautiful CoverGirl. Did you catch the game last night? Great game.
Yeah. Hey, what'd you have to eat?
Pound of beer-battered chicken strips and cheese fries.
You? Oh, watercress tea sandwich with just a sprig of parsley.
Should have had a new Hungry Man Sports Grill. A whole pound of the sports grill grub men love. Hungry Man, it's good to be full.
Unexplained Mysteries, America's Most Haunted.
When I looked up, that's when I saw the woman in the road.
Union Cemetery, Connecticut. Reports of a white spectral presence are common here. Psychic Lorraine Warren has spent years studying this white lady. She has a theory as to why the apparition cannot rest.
Black spirits or inhuman spirits seem to not allow her to get the help that she needs in order to pass on correctly. So for that reason, she remains earthbound.
Lorraine and her husband Ed have dedicated themselves to helping others understand their experiences here.
If we would be in any pain or any anguish, we would go up to someone we felt a great deal of sensitivity from. The spirit would do exactly the same thing. Light attracts light, and the spirits found compassion in a man like him.
I was very sad. I started crying in my car. I don't know if part of it was nerves, that I was frightened, or if it was just the sadness that came over me was incredible.
The sense of sorrow that he felt is the compassion that he felt for that particular spirit. That is called radiotelethesis, where you feel the pain or the anguish of the particular spirit.
What makes this haunting so remarkable are the photographs. Ed and Lorraine regularly lead tours through Union Cemetery. They guide the spirit photographers to the White Lady.
See, you're not photographing a ghost. The ghost is implanting its image.
There have been people from every walk of life who have gone into those two cemeteries, Union and Stephanie, and come out with fantastic psychic pictures.
As long as the White Lady wanders this cemetery, Ed and Lorraine will continue to try and give her the peace she seeks.
She was human one time. She still has human feelings, but she's very confused.
For those who have crossed paths with the White Lady, it is an experience they will never forget.
This experience has taken away any doubt in my mind that there is a life after death. Our spirit definitely goes somewhere.
Outside Carson, Nevada, stands the Stewart Indian School. These decaying stone buildings are a link to the past for the Native Americans still living here. The school has been closed for more than 70 years now. The students, long gone. Or are they?
I have seen 2 children that are playing on the grass. But as I keep walking, I turn back to look at them. They're no longer there.
Native Americans are not afraid of death, and the sight of these spirit children is a blessing.
They seem to be playing with each other, rolling around with each other, and when you take a second look, they have gone.
But there's another spirit here, in the basement of the administration building. He is known as the superintendent. Bo Sargent recalls his first trip down these stairs.
I felt scared. My whole body was just nothing but goosebumps, and my hair was standing, and like that odor, oh, that was the odor that I smelled down there seemed to stay right inside my nose.
Other reports paint a picture of a tortured soul.
I've heard stories that he stands in front of the fireplace and with a blanket wrapped around him, and he shivers. He's cold, trying to get warm.
I think that what a lot of these people have seen are the remains of that energy, unresolved conflict, unsolved murders, unsolved questions, unpunished perpetrators of horrible deeds.
Psychic Jorianne Defray is called in to answer the question, what is happening here? Jorianne wanders the old school grounds, picking up psychic energy. These impressions begin to tell a tragic story.
I don't know if there's been slaughter on this property. I don't know what's going on here, but the loss is overwhelming. I believe that the government has had stuff to do here or something. I don't know if this land has changed hands or whatever, but what was once yours will be yours again, like that. Okay, does that make sense to you?
Completely.
A lot of people died here, just unbelievable. A lot of people also, somewhere, were cut down in their prime.
Yes, these are the children you're talking about.
I really feel bad for you guys, because there's so much injustice here.
From 1890 to 1930, Native American children are forcibly taken from their families. They are sent to the Stewart School to learn the ways of the white man.
It was a roundup, a wholesale roundup, much like you'd gather unbranded cattle. And some of the children were actually even brought here in cattle cars. So the process was a mandatory roundup.
This was a place designed to break the spirit of these children. Tradition and culture were destroyed. Atrocities committed. Now, the children are speaking out.
Oh, I'm going to tell you right away. The sense that I get in here is like this, don't come in here. All right, don't come into this room, okay? God help you if you should go in this room, okay? Like something or somebody is going to get you.
The evil energy within this room soon overwhelmed Jorianne.
Why aren't they here? Who's not here to, like, save us? And then having to run. And no one is here. Somebody on the other side holds the children's hands, okay? There's like a school of the children of the dead.
Jorianne's revelation has opened up old wounds and brought new hope. She leaves knowing that as long as the spirit children dwell here, they will be protected.
We honor the spirits of the children who are here. We love them.
Coming Coming up on Unexplained Mysteries, America's Most Haunted. The highway paved with atrocities of the past.
It was like all of a sudden, time became like a glass cage of horror. Everybody was being like possessed by something that was driving them to destruction.
The Chicago nightclub with a tragic past.
I actually thought it was like, haha, I'm all alone, maybe I'll see a ghost.
A lot of the people that hang out in the club, they're into the occult.
And the Kentucky bar that was once Satan's altar.
And her head was given as a sacrifice, a blood sacrifice to the devil.
There's been definitely violent deaths in this place.
And we'll unlock the mystery of these ultimate hauntings in our Unex report. Coming up on Unexplained Mysteries.
Should we fear our own planet? Go inside the deadly Bermuda Triangle with an actual survivor.
We had nothing from the outside world.
And are people being driven to madness by a mysterious sound?
These frequencies have caused me to lose my job.
On the next Unexplained Mysteries. The signs are everywhere.
Closed captioning provided by...
We started out with one cat, then...
Can we keep him?
That's when we discovered...
Arm & Hammer Super Scoop has the odor-absorbing power of Arm & Hammer baking soda. An odor-free home starts with Arm & Hammer.
Or else. Mario Kart Double Dash. Drive, throw stuff, switch. Only for Nintendo GameCube. Rated E for everyone.
Introducing Big Relief. In a tiny strip. New Chloroseptic Sore Throat Relief Strips. Real medicine, always within reach. New Chloroseptic. To go.
42,000 dentists think enough of Crest White Strips to sell them in their offices. 15 million people have already tried them. 4 out of 5 would recommend them. Crest White Strips. The secret to a whiter smile is in the strip. Guaranteed.
New at 10. WBTV News on WJZY.
After months of searching, the top card among the 55 most wanted in Iraq is in U.S. custody tonight. You may be surprised to find out who turned him in. Sleet, rain, and ice spread across the area today, but what lies ahead may be a problem that's hard to see. For the Carolina Panthers, the mission is simple. Win a game and it's off to the playoffs. Highlights on how they did. I'm David Wisnett. Those stories and more tonight.
When you buy a suit from us, we'll press it for free at any of our 500 locations. And if you travel a lot, that comes in handy.
Lifetime free pressing. Men's Warehouse.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
I used to be afraid to go to the dentist, but not no more.
The Medicaid Dental Center, now with 2 convenient locations in Charlotte, is pleased to help provide the gift of a healthy smile to children and young adults ages 1 to 20 currently enrolled in the Medicaid or Health Choice program.
We would like to thank Dr. Tish Balance and her staff at the Medicaid Dental Center for taking such great care of our children.
At the Medicaid Dental Center, the patients are treated with care and the parents are kept well informed because a healthy smile is the gift that can last a lifetime.
Domino's Philly cheesesteak pizza? Guys love Philly cheesesteak. Guys love pizza. That's why Domino's created the new Philly cheesesteak pizza. Buy a medium Philly for $9.99 and get any second medium for just $5 more. Hit the door. It's Domino's new Philly cheesesteak pizza.
You don't want to do that.
Life runs on batteries. Battery Service keeps you running. Battery Service, formerly Battery House, 200 West 24th Street, just off North Tryon in Charlotte.
I'm Jeff Johnson.
This holiday season, WJZY UPN 46 is teaming up with the Salvation Army to help warm the lives of children in need. Here's how you can help. Please donate new or gently used coats at Area Peak Fitness Centers and Medicaid Dental Centers. Just drop them in the barrels labeled Coats for Kids. The coats will be cleaned courtesy of Dandy Cleaners and Laundry and distributed to needy families throughout our area by the Salvation Army. You can donate your coats now through December 31st. Spread some holiday cheer and more. Donate to Coats for Kids today.
Unexplained Mysteries, America's Most Haunted. Pacheco Pass Highway. It has been described as the most deadly 42 miles of road in America and known as Blood Alley. Those who drive here say Pacheco Pass is haunted.
I began to feel that I was being invaded. I saw a little girl with her hands pressed up to her eyes, screaming, "Help me, help me." I saw men hanging up on a hill, like somebody put them up on a gallows. It was like a montage of horror.
1797. The Native Americans of Pacheco Pass are taken prisoner by the Spanish. They are rounded up and forced to work at San Juan Baptista Mission. After staging a bloody rebellion, the Native Americans are soon wiped out by Spanish soldiers. 1860 to 1880, famed bandits Joaquin Murrieta and Tiburcio Vasquez used the pass as a hideout and hunting ground. They rob, rape, pillage, and kill. Settlers are routinely attacked here. This trail to the west is soaked in blood. Today, drivers still feel the vibrations of that violence and bloodshed.
Pacheco Pass seems to have some kind of, if you will, a tornado of emotion. And it's like traumatic events all concentrated into a ball or a whirling mass or a vortex of some kind.
It's almost like there was layers of time upon time. There was fighting, there was Indians, there was covered wagons. Everything that I experienced was like bloodshed, futility, despair.
Police dispel the idea that Route 52 is haunted. But then, there are those who have experienced the terror of driving through this pass.
It was like all of a sudden, time became like a glass cage of horror. It was like I couldn't push out of it.
Everybody was being like possessed by something that was driving them to destruction.
I was so scared, I just kept trying to get as fast as I could to get out of there.
Echoes of the past reverberate here. A bloody history replayed in the minds of drivers braving the road known as Blood Alley.
I don't know that I can put my finger on it because I'd never delved into the psychics all that much and hadn't thought that much about ghosts and things like that. But I did have the feeling that death was around the next corner.
This is the spirit of Oregon. Passengers who ride the refurbished locomotive get a trip back in time to the age of gold rushes and robber barons. And a few spirits from the past are still along for the ride.
The spirit of Oregon is very much alive.
But it wasn't until the maiden voyage that signs began to appear.
We were showing the before pictures that we took of the train, and one of the gentlemen said, "Hey, you've got a ghost in your picture," and we kind of scuffed at it because all you could see was a blue haze.
As the locomotive's popularity grew, strange things started happening.
There was a bartender on the train that would have glasses blow up in his hand, or, dishes will fly off, or chairs will get jerked out from underneath you.
We had a lot of really strange things happen. Beating on the walls on our offices when there's nobody out here. And we'll see people walking through the trains when we know the train's locked up and it has a security system on it.
Passengers were even being affected. Michael Palmer and his wife booked a trip to celebrate her birthday. It was August 6th. Suddenly, Michael feels a current of psychic energy pass through him.
It was like a despair, an emptiness. Suddenly a realization came to me that the feelings I'd been having must be very similar to the feelings that someone has just before they're going to die.
Something was wrong on the Spirit of Oregon, and the only clue was the blue figure that had materialized in the middle of the photograph. A photo that was still developing a year after it was taken.
We could see it was changing. We couldn't understand it at first, and then as it kept getting clearer and clearer, we happened to mention it to a gentleman by the name of Edmund Stone.
Edmund Stone, a local television producer, decided to do a story on the refurbished train. With Wade Evans behind the camera, Stone starts interviewing passengers. But within moments, Wade has to stop.
I felt something was inside of me trying to get out, actually. Then I started feeling emotional. Tears were rolling down my eyes. I felt very sad. In fact, I actually threw up and and got weak. Couldn't stand for a moment.
These were the same feelings Michael Palmer experienced on the same train, on the same day, 1 year later, on August 6th.
I started to wonder, I know it sounds strange, if perhaps there was a reason it was happening at that time.
Stone was determined to find out why.
And the more I looked into it, the more I thought, if there's a reason that things are happening, maybe it's connected with a train crash.
Southern Pacific 687 is on a routine run. It approaches a trestle under construction. Mary Jane Walker's father was on that train.
Unbeknownst to them that all the support had been taken away from the trestle.
The train is waved on by workers. Halfway across, the bridge begins to sway.
And they didn't even get all the way over, and it went down like a deck of cards.
The terrible crash claimed the life of 5 men, including Mary Jane's father.
And we start to look, we realize, hey, maybe this wasn't such an accident after all. Then what if they were trying to tell us, hey, look at this, because we shouldn't have died?
As more information about the wreck is revealed, the images in the photograph seem to become more vivid.
You could see where they had the old-fashioned blue railroad shirt and the old-fashioned vest, and then you could actually start seeing a lantern hanging down.
I'm a believer. I think that it had to come. Somehow, they had to get it out, the men. Their spirit would not rest until the truth was known about that damn wreck.
Coming up on Unexplained Mysteries, the witnesses.
Just this really small voice just crying.
I smelled the most horrible stench of just death.
The evidence.
There are 2 clear presences on that photograph.
I thought it was fantastic that we had actually picked up energy on the photograph.
The experts.
It was a tremendous burst of energy.
This is something that I don't think can be explained away in terms of simpler theories.
The psychics.
There's a lot of blood in this room. A lot of blood.
The most haunted.
Their blood was poured into a well. The well is known as Hell's Gate.
And you'll get the ultimate account with our Unex report. Coming up on Unexplained Mysteries.
Tried everything for dry, rough, scaly feet? Now try podiatrist-recommended Carousel, the unique exfoliating moisturizer for softer, smoother feet. Carousel, it's everything your feet need.
Wear black with dandruff? No way. So I switched to Selsun Blue. Doctor recommended with aloe moisturizers for healthier hair and scalp. Never wear black without the blue. Selsun Blue.
Hey, what is it?
I realize I love you, but as long as you're with Jessica, there can never be anything between us.
Listen, Cassie, there's no need to cry. Besides, I've got really great news.
You're leaving Jessica?
No. I just saved a load of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico. I saved. I thought that meant something to you.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
You kids be in bed?
I mean, it's Christmas Eve. I'll make more.
Introducing Pillsbury's ready-to-bake holiday-shaped cookies. Now they're even easier to make. You can just place and bake to get the holiday shapes you love.
Hey.
Mom! Bake up some holiday fun.
Mom!
Excuse me, are you Santa Claus? If you are him, here's my list.
Help the Marines make Christmas possible for less fortunate children. Donate a new toy to Toys for Tots.
You too can help support the Marine Corps' Toys for Tots program. Just drop off a new unwrapped toy at your participating Carolina Ford dealer.
Think you can't get the best for less? Bell South Answers will change your mind with greater savings and new lower prices.
I want to feel unlimited by time, space, and my calling plan.
For you, our Value Answers bundle. Unlimited long distance and local at a price that'll get you talking. Add the internet for less than $5 a month, and you've got internet answers.
I want to feel like I'm getting virtually everything for virtually nothing.
Unlimited long distance and local plus internet service, all for less than $60 a month.
I want to feel like I have the world on the line, at my fingertips, within my grasp, in my pocket.
Ultimate Answers is the best value. Everything plus wireless, all for less than $90 a month. Imagine, you can save up to $350 a year.
I want to feel.
No one gives you more ways to save, all on one bill.
I want to feel like the customer can just snap her fingers and have it all.
Get it all at new lower prices. Bell South. Listening, answering.
Unexplained Mysteries, America's Most Haunted. The Excalibur, Chicago, Illinois. This nightclub attracts a daring and unusual crowd.
It's a very underground club. A lot of the people that hang out in the club, they're into the occult, the darker aspects of the club scene definitely hang out here. And I'm sure a lot of that is due to the energy that's in this room.
Some believe that this energy is the evidence of a haunting that has been experienced by everyone who works here.
What we do before the club opens at night is just kind of run upstairs and do a bathroom check. And I ran up there and I ran in there and I actually thought, I was like, haha, I'm all alone, maybe I'll see a ghost. And went to wash my hands and I had heard crying, and at first I was like, what is that? And I stopped for a moment and I just this really small voice just crying.
I saw something right behind this bar. I walked in to shut the lights off, and next thing I see is a white tuxedo feature with reddish hair glowing beyond the bar. I looked one more time to make sure, and it was gone. There was nothing there.
I had one experience. I smelled the most horrible stench of just death, rotting flesh that I've ever experienced in my life. It was almost made me pass out. It was so intense.
I truly believe there's something going on here. What it is, I don't know.
At the Excalibur, the key to the mystery can be found in the building's tragic past. 1871, the Great Chicago Fire. Half of the city burns to the ground. Among the buildings destroyed was the Chicago Historical Society, which stood on the site of the Excalibur. 44 years later, a pleasure outing on the Chicago River turns deadly.
The Eastland, which was a excursion boat, capsized in the Chicago River, and the 2,500 people on board, about between 800 and 900 people died. There's also been some speculation that after the Eastland disaster in 1915, that this building we're in now was one of the temporary morgues that had been set up for the victims.
Could the strange activity at the Excalibur be linked to these two disasters? The club owners call psychic Jorianne Dufresne and paranormal researcher Peter Moscow to investigate. Immediately, Jorianne starts picking up telepathic impressions.
In this area, My chest is actually feeling pretty heavy, and I had heard a sense of watching out for the bodies before. Would this at one time have been a place where there would have been bodies or something?
Well, when they had the big naval disaster in the Chicago River, the Eastman,
yeah,
the cruise ship capsized, and there were hundreds of people that died. This room was used as a temporary morgue.
Oh, this room was? Oh,
yeah.
Great. Okay. I get a sense that somebody's behind me up there, and almost like, I don't know, doing some kind of serving or something else to somebody else that's out here, and it kind of feels like they are not alive.
One of the managers had an experience where he saw a bartender in a white tuxedo.
Good deal.
With reddish colored hair.
You got it, Peter? Got something?
Flashed just as I turned around here, right into this area.
Oh, good deal.
As I turned around, it went from about a 4.5 to 5 all the way up to the 15 on the dial there. So right in this area here, I believe you're going to find who you're looking for.
Yeah.
It was a tremendous burst of energy.
A few moments later, Peter's camera goes off by itself. The resulting photograph is startling.
Clearly, there are some abnormally strange streaks of light in this, which I cannot account for. I think it's the barman that triggered this abnormal photography.
I thought it was fantastic that the camera had gone off by itself and that we had actually picked up energy on the photograph.
Jorianne and Peter confirm what the employees of the Excalibur have sensed. The spirits here are not evil. They are lost souls born of the city's darkest moments. All they want is to be remembered. Coming up on Unexplained Mysteries, the most haunted place in America. A tavern with an evil history.
And her head was given as a sacrifice, a blood sacrifice to the devil.
A spirit on a rampage.
There was always a voice saying, get out, get out.
There's been definitely violent deaths in this place.
And the owner who is afraid for his life.
I won't come in here unless I have to by myself.
And finally, we'll analyze the evidence in our Unex report on Unexplained Mysteries.
Change your perspective. Visit vpi.net.
Fix-It and Complete forms a bond so strong it's clinically tested to help seal out tough food particles like seeds. Fix-It and Complete and forget it.
We ride together. We die together. Bad Boys for life.
Bad Boys 2. Own it now on DVD.
Alexander loves grape, but he hates colds. Luckily, Mom has Dimetapp. Doctor recommended 4-to-1 over children's Tylenol cold and children's Motrin cold combined. Now with a yummier grape taste. Dimetapp. Perfect for Alexander, the grape.
Hi. We have a little leak or something. Holy moly. Guess I better get started.
Right. But first, could you give me your price and the prices of some of your competitors?
You know, don't want to pay too much.
Our customers know the importance of shopping around, because at Progressive.com you can get our price for car insurance plus the rates of other big-name companies. You could save hundreds. Call Progressive today.
Here's big news for stronger hair. New oil cream moisturizer from Pantene Relaxed and Natural. With essential oils and a creamy pro-vitamin formula, gives hair strength against breakage. New oil cream moisturizer. Stay strong. Pantene Relaxed and Natural.
You don't have to live with all the hot flashes and night sweats of menopause. You've got options. Try all-natural extra-strength Estroven to reduce hot flashes and night sweats. Extra-strength Estroven helps improve mental clarity and reduce irritability. You've got options.
Unexplained Mysteries, America's Most Haunted. Welcome to Bobby Mackey's Music World in Wilder, Kentucky. of this bar don't know is that it used to be a slaughterhouse. The blood-soaked floors tell a gruesome story to anyone who ventures inside this evil site.
Satanic worshippers went there at night to worship and praise the devil due to the blood that was spilled there from the dead animals. Their blood was poured into a well. The well is known as Hell's Gate.
When the slaughterhouse closed, the well was sealed up. But this building's bloody history was just beginning.
In 1896, a girl named Pearl Bryant was beheaded somewhere in that area. Two men, Alonzo Walling and Scott Jackson, were arrested for that crime.
The killers were sentenced to death, but they never told police where the head was, even after the judge offered to spare their lives.
The rumors that have abounded here for years is simply that these two men were satanic worshipers, and her head was given as a sacrifice, a blood sacrifice to the devil, and they would rather die than suffer Satan's wrath.
Pearl was 5 months pregnant when she was murdered. The father, one of her killers. Pearl's head was never found, but her spirit still haunts this country western bar.
Many, many people have sworn they've seen the form of a headless girl floating through the nightclub, moving through the crowd when the band's up on the stage playing.
Yeah, I won't come in here unless I have to by myself, because this is a very dark, eerie, weird-feeling building.
Echo. She channels the energy and forms a picture in her mind. But when she enters the basement of Music World, Echo is unprepared for what happens next.
There's a psychic image of a lot of blood in this room. A lot of blood. A lot of hatred. Definitely an energy here that does not want me to do any of this. All right? I mean, it's really strong.
Echo's visions convince the researchers that there is more than one uneasy spirit here.
There's been definitely violent deaths in this place, and sad death. I kept hearing voices crying about the broken dreams of this place.
The broken dreams that trace back to a tragic love story from the 1930s.
There was a dance hall girl there named Johanna. She became pregnant by a man named Robert Randall, who was a singer at the club. Her father supposedly had Robert Randall killed. This was according to a diary that was found inside the nightclub. She consequently poisoned her father and herself and committed suicide inside the same nightclub. Johanna, according to the diary, was 5 months pregnant.
At the time of her death, Pearl Bryant was also 5 months pregnant. And Bobby Mackey had his own connection to the building's dark history.
At 1 day old, his umbilical cord, where the doctor had severed it, had ruptured and he almost died. For some unknown reason, his mother changed his name to Robert Randall Mackey. Robert Randall, the same name as the singer.
I didn't want to hear it. And I told him, in fact, to keep quiet about it. I didn't want getting around because I had everything I owned stuck in here. And I had to make a success of this some way or other.
Then Mackey's wife, Janet, had her own encounter. Attacked by an unseen force, she too was 5 months pregnant.
Something had grabbed me around the waist. Seemed like it was trying to attack my child. Okay. And it picked me up and threw me back down. Then when that happened, something grabbed my head and was kind of forcing me down. I got away from him, and when I got to the top of the stairs, there was pressure behind me, pushing me down the steps. And when I looked back up, the voice was screaming, "Get out, get out."
The attack sent Janet into early labor. The child was saved, but the experience has scarred her for life. From its days as a slaughterhouse to the satanic rituals and the murder-suicide of 2 young lovers to the attack on a pregnant woman, Music World's terrible history continues. Next, the UNX Report will examine the evidence and answer the questions. What causes a haunting? Is it residual energy absorbed into the environment? Or do the spirits of the undead walk among us? Or could it be something else that we don't understand? What does the White Lady have in common with the demons of Hell's Gate? Next, with our Onyx report, when Unexplained Mysteries returns.
Should we fear our own planet? Go inside the deadly Bermuda Triangle with an actual survivor.
We had nothing from the outside world.
And are people being driven to madness by a mysterious sound?
These frequencies have caused me to lose my job.
On the next Unexplained Mysteries. The signs are everywhere.
I don't remember what I did for the past 3 years.
On Christmas Day.
This is a matter of national security. Jimmy offered me a job. He wiped my memory.
If you can't remember what happened,
You don't remember me, do you?
how do you stop what happens next? Take him. Ben Affleck, Aaron Eckhart, Uma Thurman, in a new film by John Woo. Paycheck, rated PG-13, starts Christmas Day everywhere.
Crest white strips, a noticeably wider smile. Couldn't be easier. Crest white strips, the secret to a wider smile is in the strip, guaranteed.
Inside that flashlight is something familiar. A battery. And while it may not be the biggest decision of your day, consider this. In the land of Middle-earth, the filmmakers of The Lord of the Rings trusted one battery in every one of their light meters. Duracell. So no matter how you play make-believe, it just has to work. Duracell. Trusted everywhere.
Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. In theaters December 17th.
This season, get the newest phones with the coolest stuff from AT&T Wireless. With M Mode, you can play games, text message, find the latest news and weather, even share pictures. Sign up for our family plan, and additional lines are $9.99 a month. Plus, get up to 4 free phones. For cool gift ideas for the whole family, reach out on the wireless service America trusts. AT&T Wireless. Hurry in today.
Unexplained Mysteries, America's Most Haunted. And now for the Onyx Report. According to some, a tragic event from the past can sometimes manifest itself in a particular place. And when it bleeds through into our world, we call it a haunting. Scientists researching these haunted sites have confirmed that something is happening.
This is something that I don't think can be explained away in terms of magnetic fields or radiation. I think that it's something of a genuine parapsychological nature.
But no one seems to agree what exactly is causing these hauntings.
They could in fact be nothing more than impressions that have been left behind in the environment that certain people are perceiving and sensing under certain extraordinary circumstances.
Eyewitnesses have nothing more to go on than the uneasy feeling they experience inside one of these haunted sites.
The second I walked into the room, a hot sensation came over my lips.
You get a really weird feeling as you're going down the stairs.
Almost like she was reaching out, not to get me, but reaching out for something.
Can a psychic's vision offer any answers?
There's like a school of the children of the dead. And they sit all by the water, waiting for you to come talk to them.
There's definitely an energy here that does not want me to do any of this, all right? I mean, it's really strong.
He said, I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him, and he's angry. Don't be angry at me.
Even when I left the land, I was at the point of tears.
Sometimes the haunting can be traced to an actual event. A train crash.
Their spirit would not rest until the truth was known about that damn wreck.
A satanic murder.
There's been definitely violent deaths in this place.
A forgotten atrocity.
Unresolved conflict, unsolved murders, unsolved questions, unpunished perpetrators of horrible deeds.
a historical disaster,
Would this at one time have been a place where there would have been bodies?
and there are those who believe that hauntings are caused by lost spirits unable to pass on to the other side.
But she's very confused. She doesn't realize what's happening to her, and she's trying to find out.
This experience has taken away any doubt in my mind that there is a life after death.
The only thing we know for sure is that the hauntings continue, and the people who experience them will always believe. But for us, it remains an unexplained mystery.
Your pet's same exact heartworm and flea medications delivered to your home, saving you time and money. 1-800-PET-MEDS. We deliver savings and convenience.
Tried everything for dry, rough, scaly feet? Now try podiatrist-recommended Carousel, the unique exfoliating moisturizer for softer, smoother feet. Carousel, it's everything your feet need.
New at 10, WBTV News on WJZY.
After months of searching, the top card among the 55 most wanted in Iraq is in U.S. custody tonight. You may be surprised to find out who turned him in. Sleet, rain, and ice spread across the area today, but what lies ahead may be a problem that's hard to see. For the Carolina Panthers, the mission is simple. Win a game and it's off to the playoffs. Highlights on how they did. I'm David Wisnett. Those stories and more tonight.
The beauty of the suit is that the bottoms match the top. So all you have to do is throw on a shirt and tie, and you're out the door. Get to work earlier, your productivity goes up, you get a bigger bonus, put the kids in better schools, they get better jobs, make tons of money, buy you a home to retire to on an island. No wonder suits are coming back.
Men's Warehouse.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
To contact a store nearest you, call 1-800-776-SUIT.
I'm Jeff Johnson. This holiday season, WJZY UPN 46 is teaming up with the Salvation Army to help warm the lives of children in need. Here's how you can help. Please donate new or gently used coats at Area Peak Fitness Centers and Medicaid Dental Centers. Just drop them in the barrels labeled Coats for Kids. The coats will be cleaned courtesy of Dandy Cleaners and Laundry and distributed to needy families throughout our area by the Salvation Army. You can donate your coats now through December 31st. Spread some holiday cheer and more. Donate to Coats for Kids today.
I used to be afraid to go to the dentist, but not no more.
The Medicaid Dental Center, now with 2 convenient locations in Charlotte, is pleased to help provide the gift of a healthy smile to children and young adults ages 1 to 20 currently enrolled in the Medicaid or Health Choice program.
We would like to thank Dr. Tish Balance and her staff at the Medicaid Dental Center for taking such great care of our children.
At the Medicaid Dental Center, the patients are treated with care and the parents are kept well informed because a healthy smile is the gift that can last a lifetime.
We used to tell people we'd give them the 3 lowest quotes on their car insurance, and they'd actually believe us. Then somebody asked for a quote on direct insurance. I didn't know what to say or what to do. I mean, nobody beats direct.
That's right. No one can compete with direct. People all over North Carolina are saving money on their car insurance. Pick up the phone and call us now. And by the way, do you really believe you're getting 3 of the lowest quotes?
Save a lot of money when you buy direct.
Tired of paying high prices for shoes? You don't have to. The $29.99 Shoe Warehouse is wholesale to the public. Our owners from New York City guarantee this is like no other shoe store in town. Get here now for over 20,000 pairs to choose from at one price, $29.99. Nike, Reebok, Timberland, Rockport, New Balance, Adidas, and more. Same shoes that cost $70, $90, even $100 at the mall, just $29.99. Infants or youth size 3, just $19.99. Plus name brand clothing at drastically reduced prices at 1537 East Sugar Creek Road, Charlotte, between Plaza and Eastway.
Coming up next, Maximum Exposure.
NBC holiday event. Jimmy Garth stars in Secret Santa, coming up next on NBC. An
NBC holiday event, Hamden, Indiana has a secret Santa